Well, hello. Hi. How are you guys doing? How's your day going? How's life going? Is life lifing? Oh my, I got a lot to tell you guys. But this is about meditation. This video is very chill, very relaxed. I took my CBD. It'll start kicking in soon. I think it might already be kicking in a little bit. The good thing about CBD for me, especially like yoga meditation, is it allows me to get out of my mind, right? Because I spend so much time up in my mind. And I'm really looking for ways to get out of my mind and into my body and my spirit and my soul and who I am on the inside and stop overthinking things. And one thing that's really been helpful for me is yoga and meditation, not only for my body, but for my mind and my spirit and my energy. And it's helped me to really process a lot of pain and trauma, suffering, even good things. Just trying to find ways to relax. And whether you want to use like essential oils, I have my diffuser going back here. I think that the smell of lavender is very relaxing. I talked about that with my bedtime video. So, sometimes those can be helpful. Candles, it's middle of the day, like middle of the afternoon. So no real need for candles here right now, but I love meditation with candles, yoga with candles. I love my ideal yoga situation would be like a whole room just made of windows, and I could just go in there all season, all year, and it's a big, beautiful room with big, beautiful windows with a big, beautiful view. Like that's my yoga dream. I guess like a yoga studio, but just for me. I like doing yoga solo. I take classes. I've taken a lot of classes, but I find that I can like compare myself to others, not only the way I look, but my abilities. If I'm not getting something, if somebody's doing it better than me, I get stressed about parking and finding a good spot and people being too close to me. And it's like that it just takes away from the whole calming experience of yoga. So make sure you have your water. I definitely have my water. I just washed my hands. I had a family friend give me, my mom, my sister all some eucalyptus Bath and Body Works foaming soap. The stuff kind of dries my hands out, but it smells good. So that's also good. Like eucalyptus, super relaxing. I will get into actually like meditating, stuff like that. I've noticed that I've been doing a whole lot of cleaning. I touched on that on some videos before. Cleaning, but my back's been hurting and my hips have been sore. And if you saw my short, I was working out with my new tummy thing. I don't know what it's called. I really gotta get better at that. So yeah, check it out. I also just did like a little short tarot intro. I'm getting into tarot. I'm super excited about it. But all good things though. I was very hesitant. I never even wanted to get in because I was like, I saw the craft. I don't want to be involved in any of that stuff because I feel like once you open a door, you're opening a door. Like whatever comes through, good or bad, if you don't know what you're doing, you're just opening Pandora's box. So I've never wanted to get into anything like that. But in trying to find spirituality, God, myself, inner child work, shadow work, it of course led me to tarot, which I believe is a tool that's used to help you connect to God and ultimately to yourself. And anything can be used for good or evil. Alcohol, guns, cards. It's all about your intention and who you are. So meditation is all about your intention and who you are, what you are, where you are. What are you thinking about? What's going on in your life? I am terrible at meditation. I sit here, I'll be quiet. Like, this is what I usually do. Okay. So I meditate in my bed. I meditate on my couch. This is not something I do very often, like sitting and purposeful meditation, right? So this is something I'm working on. Let me try to center myself in the shot. I'm working on my record player set up over there. I got my diffuser and then I got a plant up there that's coming back to life. So that's good. Okay, so for meditation, let's see, can I scoot back? Can you guys still hear me this far away? I hope so. I hope I didn't just ruin this entire video. Oh, my back hurts, guys. My back hurts. Okay. So for meditation, you cross your legs, don't cross your legs, sit comfortably, however feels good for you. Preferably you could be sitting in a chair with your feet planted straight on the ground, but we want to ground our root chakra. We want to ground our body, ground our soul into the floor, into the ground. So try to be on the ground if you can. I will also lay in bed and do it too, like I said. So, or on the couch. If you're on the couch, put your feet flat on the floor. Something about the feet on the floor, like you absorb the energy from earth. And if you think about the floor, it's made of what? Wood. So you're absorbing wood. If you have tile, that's stone that's made from earth. So a lot of flooring is made from earth. Now, if you have vinyl or something like that, that's not made from earth. You're not grounding. So find something like this is an LVP, a luxury vinyl plank, so it's I wouldn't consider it wood, but the floor under it's made of wood, everything around it's made of wood. So obviously outside is best, but find something comfortable, find somewhere comfortable. Relax your arms, relax. Like this always happens. I have to like relax, do some shoulder relaxation. And so then what I do is, because I'm so terrible at meditating, just sitting here and not doing anything is not gonna, it doesn't work for me. I'm better at that in bed. Like I like to wake up and meditate because I just lay there for like 10 minutes. I'm already there. It's convenient. I wake up, I say, good morning, God. And then I talk to God and talk about my dreams or what's on my mind. And, or, you know, then sometimes I just don't think of anything at all. And that really is meditation, right? Like being completely empty so that you can hear the thoughts and the feelings and be receptive to the symbols and what you are receiving, because you're constantly receiving stuff. So it's all about calming yourself so that you can filter out those negative messages, whatever negativity is coming your way. You give that back, you send that away, and you make space for the new stuff to come in. So when I meditate, when I relax, when I stretch, I really like to try to focus my body on what I'm doing. So I have a nice safe environment, lots of beautiful sunlight, which makes me feel connected to the earth. I'm sitting on the floor. I've got my water connecting to the earth, hydration. You know, I feel good. I feel relaxed. So let's get started. So what I have talked about my surgeries before with my neck. So the neck stuff is super important to me. Oh, I just cracked something. So what I'm doing is trying to keep, you know, isolation. When you do these, you don't want to be like, oh, this, because what am I stretching? I'm stretching here. I'm not stretching there. So what are you really working on here? So right now I'm working on my neck. So I only want to stretch my neck. And I'm going to do 3 stretches for whatever I do, each side, everything I do. And the first one's like a beginner. Hey, I'm just moving. You know, second one's like, oh, that feels good. Third one's like, yeah, let's go. And I am leaning a little bit, but no, I'm not like, you know, all the way over. I'm going to keep my neck this way. I'm going to come down 2, do the same thing. So 1 down, 1 up, stopping in the middle. You know, you can do smooth movements. I find that isolation is just best. And when I go up, I'm trying to also push my chin up a little bit so that I get a nice stretch through my throat. I am going to do like a full-on yoga video. I've talked about it. Oh, I already did that one. Sorry. You need a better yoga teacher than me. I talked about it in my one of my last videos, that being a larger woman and now being older and having surgeries and pains and, you know, being in my 40s, everything fucking hurts. So just trying to find yoga that I can actually do, you know, because it's made, you know, it is an exercise, but I'm just not in that good of shape. So I like to use Vinyasa Flow yoga, beginner's yoga, you know, and right now I'm just gonna roll that neck. So I'm not a yoga teacher. I've not really taken any yoga classes. I've thought about it, you know, maybe at some point I would like to get my yoga, what is that, certification? I don't know if it's a license or not. You know, I would like to get into that, learn more about it. Again, 3 on each side, then going the other way, really leaning in as I go to the third one. But this for me is all about, you know, normally I would not be talking, but for you guys I will. I'm gonna come up with my shoulders and down, up and then down. Again, just isolating the area. Now pull your tummy in, you know, support your back. If this doesn't feel good, sometimes I will kind of open up my legs. I don't know if you can see this, but, you know, put your feet together. Oh, I'm not showing you the feet pics, okay, you guys? I know this is meditation, but I have to tell you my Patreon feet pic story. Remind me, I'll do a short about it. Back to meditation. This is why I'm terrible at meditation. Okay, focus. So this is a meditation, yoga, stretch, flow, whatever. We're not even doing yoga here. So this is just my first attempt. Also, I do, like I said, I have my camera on my charger. I have my camera on my charger. Wow, I think the CBD is kicking in. I have my battery for my camera on the charger, and I thought it was going to be ready for this, and it's not. So, okay, where are we at? Okay, so shoulders. So just relax. Try not to think of everything you fucked up for your YouTube career. Everybody's watching. It's okay. It's okay. I am just gonna, while I'm here, do a couple of these big old arm stretches here. Just help get the flow going. And again, back back and around. So sucking in your tummy, building up that core control. I think that was 3. You know, that's going to help if you, like, I have terrible lower back problems. I used to play soccer, and I got a runner's knee, and everything got out of alignment, and I would pull things, and that was kind of the intro into my body journey. So, you know, do what feels good. Oh, that does feel good right there. Okay. And then for your chest, you're going to open up, take your arms behind you, and then push your chest out. And then I'm going to come in, and then I'm going to round my upper back. I'm not so much worried about my lower back right now. Really more the upper back. Okay, and then round that chest out again. And try to get as much expansion in through this area. Those of you who have watched some of my videos know I've had a lot of surgeries and scar tissue in the neck area. And so shoulder, neck, facial massage, stretches, all that's good. So yeah, so we're going to hold this for a second and then again come down. Now the next one is, I don't know what it's called, but you take your arm and you make it like a stiff pole. And you're going to take that pole and you're going to put it as close to your spine as possible. This is good if you're having lower back problems. Like my back is screaming at me right now. So I'm going to support my back. So my arm is just stiff. It's on the floor, palm on the floor. And then I'm going to pull it as far behind me as I can. And then I'm going to wrap my body around. Now it doesn't move. I'm moving. And I'm going to put my hand here, and I'm going to push, and I'm going to look up. And so what I'm doing is wrapping my spine around my arm, pushing, looking up and away. And again, it's all about stretching, getting space, creating room in your body, letting those tense muscles that have been sitting in your computer chair all day relax. You know, and just looking at natural light when you've been looking at a computer screen. You know, the electronics give off the blue lights, and they are just not good for you or your body. Try to keep that arm as close to your body as possible. You really want to be up. You want to be upright. Working on our posture here too. If you can't reach or stretch, that's fine. Just go as far as you can. I am pretty flexible. I've been told that by even the masseuse I'm working with now. She does body work, so she does some stretching. She says, like, you're so flexible. And I'm like, thank you. I really do a lot of stretching, but I really believe in the health benefits. And I know when I don't stretch, my body feels stiff and tense, and I get headaches, and I'm crankier, and my bowels don't move, and things don't happen. I don't sleep as well. So stretch, meditation, yoga, relaxation, just connecting with my body has been super helpful. Now this is one of my favorite ones. It's kind of harder to do, especially when you have a big belly, but you want to keep, again, everything is still on the top. Everything is still on the bottom. The only thing that's moving are my hips, not my tummy, my hips. So my whole stomach and everything stays the same. The only thing that's rotating are my hips. So you can see it's not this, you know, it's the whole as one. And my bottom is completely still and separate too. So the only thing that's moving are my hips. And then I like to come in and just round a little, round your back a little. Push down, start to move that inner thigh. If you've been doing stairs and cleaning and everything like I have, we're gonna go the opposite way now. Then you know your body hurts. It for me is always my lower back. When you have a tummy, you're walking around with that weight on the front. Your body's got to compensate, so you're going to have back problems. Same thing if you're large chested, you're probably going to have a lot of back problems. If you sit all day, you're probably going to have a lot of back problems. So just creating that space, rounding your back, that spine. Breathe. You know, breath is very important for this. Obviously, like I said, I wouldn't normally be speaking as much, so I'm, trying to breathe and do this. But when you go in and go up, that's a good opportunity to breathe in. And when you go down and release, some people do it the opposite way. I do what feels good for me. So just breathe. Also, do you have heartburn? If you don't go everywhere with Tums in your bra. I had a chicken sandwich for lunch, and it's... I forgot to take my heartburn medicine. How many people get on and make a video and then don't even hit the pause button? I just thought about that. I was like, I could have played that off. I could have been like, oh, hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Like, Amazon's at the door or something. I just reach into my bra and grab a Tums. Also did that on the massage table one time, and she's like, you're the only person that's ever done that. And I was like, how long have you been massaging? She was like, 20 years. Like, wow. I am very unique and one of a kind. That's why I'm starting this channel. I gotta have somebody to show my weirdness to. Okay, where are we at? We did our spine, we did everything. Okay, and we can do a little more, so we did a rounded stretch down. I'm gonna do more of this, what do you call this? Lower back stretch down, where I'm gonna keep my chest up a little bit more, focus more on my thighs and getting into there. Okay, so now I'm gonna come in and spread them. Spread those legs, girl. My ankle, I don't know if you can see this, my feet are like this. Like this. And I like to, oh, something just popped. That was a hip for sure. Come down and just go as low as you can. Again, this is my first time down, so I'm not trying to impress anybody here. Again, and when you have bellies, you kind of just got to go with it, you know. One thing I have found is if I come to the right and then I do one of these moves, and then I get my back, and you want to, again, open up, try to reach if you can. This one's hard. Definitely not everybody's going to be able to do that one, but just try it and just go down a little further every time you go. And then by coming over and then reaching and up, again, I'm elongating. You want to be looking up, out, creating a line going up and out. And then if you are flexible enough to grab and come down, you can. Again, this is just my first time around, so now this time second, I'm going to go a little deeper here. You know, I really feel this on my inner thighs. And then I'm going to come over, I'm going to reach. Now this hand's like crossing over. So this hand's on the outside of my ankle. I guess I could have pushed this back. This hand's over here. Let me see if I can get at least one. There we go. There we go. There we go. This is what's happening, people. So then I have this situation happening. Okay. This is the thing, as I talk and then I forget what I'm doing. So we have established I would be a very bad yoga teacher. I should definitely look at other future possibilities for my YouTube career. But you guys, it's okay. We're going to get there. We're going to get there together. I am hoping to move pretty soon. You know, I'm ready for a change. My boyfriend and I have been talking about moving in together. I may just end up moving out on my own for now, just because I've had roommates now for a while, a roommate for a period of time. So kind of ready just to have a little bit of time on my own, but I don't know if I want like a whole year or something. I gotta figure these things out. This is what happens. I start stretching and then shit comes up. All right, last time down, I'm gonna really push, not push, but just allow myself to fall. You should never be like pushing. If anything you're doing hurts, don't do it. There's a difference between, oh, I'm so sore, that feels good, like a masochistic kind of a pain situation. Like there is pain that feels good. Like right now I am sore and I do feel pain. Like, I feel that, but it's a good pain. I'm not like, ouch. I'm like, oh, that feels good. So that's so pain is okay. But you want it to be more like you're stretching soreness, working that pain out of your body. Like, oh, just the moving my shoulder from down to up, and the strength, or here comes Brucey. And as soon as I get on the floor, he comes on the floor. How'd I know you were going to do that? You can't be in my yoga video. Excuse me, sir. I don't want to have to censor this. Can you not put your booty in front of it? Okay, go. Sit. Sit. You can stay. Sit. Sit. Don't you think about it. Sit. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Good boy. You can participate. You just can't sit on the soft rug. What's her name? Shaya. She does Riri's morning readings, where it's a tarot reading, but she does it with, I guess she's roosters, chickens, roosters. I didn't know there were female roosters. I think it's chickens and then hens and roosters. I don't know. And so she's always fighting with her animals and then trying to do the tarot, and I think it's hilarious. I think it's so cute. I think it adds to her charm and uniqueness. Drives her crazy. I felt bad. There's one time she was crying because she thought she might lose her house because they were just like such terror. She lives down in, I think she lives in Hawaii. I'm not sure. But her, and then there's another one, 44 Stars Tarot. I don't know what his is, but he's a little more intense. So I do watch some of his stuff sometimes, and I watch some of Shaya's stuff too. I hope that's how you say her name. But check them out if you're looking to get into tarot or anything. So I am going to lay this way because this is not OnlyFans, and you got to pay for some stuff, okay? So one thing I do like to do is come down when I get, to a certain point. See if you guys can see me here. Yes, you can. Okay. So I'm going to come down. I'm just going to relax my body. Let's see if I can try to get my face in here. No, it's all right. You don't need to see my face. You just did. So I also need some more space this way. So this is a really great leg and hip. Okay. This is turning out great. I'm sure you guys can hear my dog in the background. So one thing I want to do is just lift my booty and then like get my sacral, whatever you call these, sacral bones, whatever, flat on the ground, nice, and get those hips steady. This is your root chakra, the booty chakra, and then I think I even called in my bedtime video. I am just laying here for a second. In my bedtime video, I was talking about the chakras, and I think I called the head chakra, which I believe is the crown chakra. I think I was calling it the solar plexus, which I think is, I don't know. So you have chakras, guys. Don't ask me what they are. I know the heart chakra, and I know the root chakra, because that's the one that I think is closest to the booty. It's the one that grounds you to earth. And then you have the one that's in your womb. Like if you're a woman, it's your uterus. If you're a man, I guess that's your gut. I don't know what's down there. I guess man stuff. And then there's one, I believe this is your solar plexus, and then your heart, and then your throat chakra, and then your crown chakra. But again, please Google after me, people. So my shoulders are flat, my hips are flat. I'm going to take my leg, and this one's so nice. Now, you're like, oh, all you're doing is just crossing your leg, but I'm not. I'm actually kind of pushing down, and it's opening up this hip for me right here. So you want to cross your legs, keep one on the ground, and then push this one down. And then if you want the back of the thigh, back of the leg, and you can put your leg up if that's more comfortable. I feel like I get better tension this way. Okay. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Just opening up the back, opening up the lower back, pushing down onto like my knees, coming down, pushing down again, just opening up that hip. Wow, that feels so amazing. Yeah, so I had a Wendy's chicken Asiago bacon ranch sandwich. This is what happens when I try to meditate. Okay. Oh, I gotta show you my cool yoga stretch. So you take one of your legs, bring them up. Because I have a lot of like hip stretches and back of my legs. And like I said, when you're a larger lady, sometimes it's just hard to get to that shit. Okay. So this thing's pretty cool. It's got like these handles. And I don't know if you can see my leg, but you will in a second. You put the strap at the bottom of your foot, and then usually in yoga I would do like some point my toes and then flatten them, flatten. Okay, and then what I would do is come down this way, and I'm not moving my arm. My arm is planted. The only thing moving is my leg, but my arm is supporting. All I'm doing is just holding this strap and kind of guiding my leg, and then I'm going to want to take it and come the other way and hope I don't hit into this thing. And allow my whole body to just relax. And my arm is just straight out, looking towards the camera, coming back up. I'm going to swap my hands. All I'm doing is holding on to it. Nothing else moves but that leg, and I am just really opening up this whole pelvic area here. My hips feel great, everything. If you can raise your leg, that's even better. You really want to try to go as high as possible. But trying to get into that situation is not that hard without this. It's getting your leg back up. That's the problem. Because like I said, sometimes things get a little stiff as you start hitting those numbers that start with the 4s. I was talking to my boss the other day. I had this guy I work for. I do some admin stuff for him. And we were talking about how I'm 40. Something about me being in my 40s. I said, I'm only 41. Does that even count? And he was like, no, I guess not. We made an executive decision that 41 is not really 40. You're really not 40 till you hit 42. Like, you gotta really be in it for a while. So, okay, and then I'm just gonna do a little switcheroo. Switchity-roo. Oh, I can already feel like when I put that leg down. Now the question is, do I have enough room? Oh, barely. I got it. I have like an inch between my toe. So yeah, you guys, I was talking the other day, I couldn't go to the bathroom for a while. I have been, it's been good. I'm still super bloated, I didn't even weigh myself today because one thing I have learned is that if you weigh yourself every day, you're just going to be disappointed. Especially as women, like your cycle's going to affect, like that time of month I can easily put on 5 pounds. Bruce, excuse me. You know, how much water you've had, if you had alcohol the night before. Thank you. All of those things can make you feel bloated if you've gone to the bathroom or not. So, you know, drink your water, do your stretching. This is so good for, you know, even your bowels, your organs, your lungs, your stomach. Again, if you can raise your legs up, you're going to get a better stretch. And that's the last one on this side. Get rid of that. Bruce has decided to leave us. I'm going to lay flat now. Put my hands up. I'm trying not to show by my belly. But it's cute if you see it. It's okay. So yeah, oh, my arm. My right shoulder has been bothering me so much. And I'm wondering if I'm getting frozen shoulder. Because I keep hearing about that. And it's something that happens to women, I think, closer to their 50s. Where if they don't use an arm, like if you don't raise your arm a whole lot, you can actually get where it kind of gets frozen on you. And it's painful to try to get that range of motion back. So I'm trying to work my right shoulder and get it in my upright over my head. But it actually hurts. Ow. Like it hurts to put my shoulder in that position. Now once I get it there, if I don't move it, it's fine. But it's that actual movement of the up and down, especially like going straight up and down. So yeah, just things I'm working on here. Okay, so to just do another little twisty. Ow! Oh, that hurt that shoulder. I'm just gonna do a little twist without anything and just let my body relax. So yeah, talking about feet. I started a Patreon for my feet a while ago. I tried to do OnlyFans, but man, you gotta like send the whole ID and everything. And I was like, I don't want to have to tell people I'm on OnlyFans just to sell feet pics. You know, shit got dark in the 2020s, you guys. Shit got dark. Some of us were pretty desperate. And I quit my restaurant job right before COVID when everybody got paid to sit at home. And I was like, great, of course, I'm not going to get paid. So I was completely unpaid for the whole year. I was in school, so I was taking like online classes. So I got a little bit of student aid. It was the only way I could afford to do anything. And then, of course, the stimulus check. So I was like, I got to start selling feet pics. So, and now I'm just going to try to do the ultimate pelvic one. So I started this account called Mom Feet because I have mom feet. I have big feet. My toes are all messed up. I think that's why I'm really good at balancing, because I'm very good at balancing. And I think it's because I have large mom-like feet. I like to think that I am one of the original ancestors. You know, like I'm linked to the people who really had to go through it. You know, like walk barefoot and shit. You know, really needed that. Maybe Atlantics or something. I don't know. But all the women in my family run large on the feet side. And that's another thing that's like, society says to be a woman, you have to wear a size 6 shoe. And I'm like, I'm a size 10. And like sometimes a 9.5. But I got this weird second toe that's bigger than the big toe. So I have to go up a half a size. So usually a 10. But if they run small, I might have to get 11s. 11s, sometimes they're too long, but the width is there for me. So they're a little more comfortable. Especially in like a pointy toe high heel or something like that. I'm probably going to opt for an 11 or a 10.5 like wide. Versus like a tennis shoe, I might be able to get, you know, like a loafer, I can get away with a smaller size. So anyways, I took all these mom pics, and I had my friend at the time, was the only person I was seeing during COVID. I would go to his house, he would go to mine. We were just friends, completely platonic. But was a very good friend of mine. I knew for a very long time. And so I'd get him to take pictures of like, here's my feet in the sand. And like, we would put like sand in a little tub and pretend like I was on the beach. And we take pictures of my feet in the hammock. And like, I put them on Patreon. And nobody liked them. Nobody bought them. Nobody wanted them. It was a complete waste of time. I can't believe I tried to sell my feet pics. And I can't believe that I failed. You guys, I'm an entrepreneur. I really am. Now that's the only part of my body I'm selling. Like, you guys are getting this for free. But you gotta buy the feet pictures unless you're very good at taking screenshots on YouTube. But yeah, that was my Patreon feet pic story. So I feel pretty good, nice and relaxed. I do have another Tums, so you know, shit gets real. you know what's going on. So now I'm gonna come over. Do I have stuff on my back, or is that part of the pants? I'm just gonna, I gotta move on. Gotta forget that you guys can't see me and see what I'm doing. So you still can't see me. I'm just down on my, yeah, I felt that heartburn coming. Ooh, you guys, I've been burping so much. That's another thing. It's like, if you're a girl, you can't burp. Fuck that, I burp all the time. I'm a burpy girl. I got indigestion like a motherfucker. I'm gonna burp. And you know, burping is confirmation in tarot readings and mysticism and things like that. Burping bodily fluid, those bodily fluids, maybe, is a sign of confirmation. So, and you guys, I spend so much time like hunched over that just literally sitting here, I'm literally just, I wish you could see me. I'm literally just sitting here. I guess you can't hear, on my elbow. And this, you know, because normally I'm sitting at a right angle in a chair on a sofa. Pretty much the only time I'm flat is when I sleep. And I don't always sleep like this. So just sitting, sometimes I'll just lay down on my, what is that called? Like, I guess a gym mat. It's a pink gym mat. You can fold it up. And I keep that in my living room so that if the mood strikes me in either room, I have I have a place to like spread out and stretch and everything. So in there, I will just jump on the mat and do it. And yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff, you guys. But literally this like ranting, going on conversation I'm having with you is exactly what goes on in my head 24/7. I'm one of those people who, and I'm going to do this way, so I can't see down my, it's okay, I'm on a sports bra, you can't really see anything anyways. Just make sure I got nothing hanging out here. This is, what is this called? Cat cow? Don't get excited, guys. This is not Patreon. I never made it to OnlyFans, and I failed in my Patreon career. Okay? Don't make fun of me. Oh, that one feels good. And sometimes you might have to like wiggle, you know, I'm not gonna get too crazy on here. I will have to charge you guys for that. I'm gonna turn my toes under and then come up into this position and then walk the dog, I think this is called. Where I'm basically just pushing this back, you know, maybe down. This actually is a pretty good workout. This has a lot of upper body strength. You know, my upper body's really holding my lower body. This one, you really want to try to get your front down much better than I can. And then, yeah, from there, I can go into some yoga poses. But that's really a good stretch. That's probably what I do. I don't know, 90% of the time I do stretching is, you know, I'm just hanging out, rolling around on the floor, talking to myself. That's just pretty much what I do most of the time anyways. Maybe not the rolling around on the floor. Oh, look at me. I got crazy girl hair today. Yeah, that color. I've been telling you guys that the color is off in my videos because my hair looks yellow. Like, see what I'm talking about? It doesn't look that bad, like in natural lighting. But at night when I turn on whatever, I didn't put these lights on, in, so when I turn those on, it definitely looks a different color. It looks a lot yellower. Hold on. So lighting is a thing, you guys. Lighting is a thing. And I know I come too far over this way, too. Like, not me sitting in front of my phone, just looking at myself. So, wow, I'm really doing something here. I just messed that all up. What do you guys do with your hair? Because I don't feel like doing it all the time. And the more I wash it, the more I fuck with it, basically. Like, the worse it gets. So I'm now just trying not to do too much to it. If I put it up, I try to put it up in like these where they're looser. Because I was finding where a lot of this, you know, I did come in and like cut some of this because the breakage was just getting to be too much. Like all of this right here is just a lot of breakage. Like you can literally see where I just kind of fried it off with bleach. So that needs to grow back out, and then it won't be so severe. But yeah, anyways, I don't know how frying my hair with bleach has anything to do with yoga and meditation. Do you feel like loose and groovy? Do you feel, oh, I'm feeling some tension, like, right? And that's the other thing is like move your body, you guys. Like, you don't have to, like, I like move my body. I do like all these weird twists and turns. I turn on music. I'm trying to move my hips a lot. Just like moving my body, and I probably look like a fucking crazy person, okay? Because I'm just like, ooh, yeah, you know, and I'm doing the dishes, and Yeah, I look psycho. But I'm having a good time. I'm living my life and I'm enjoying myself and moving my body. And you should do it more. You should definitely move your body more. Check out the CBD stuff. I think I put some on when I did the bedtime video. I had like a little container. I put it up on the screen for you guys. Somebody told me about that one. You can also just go down to your, let me fix my eyebrows. You can also just go down to your local like vape shops. A lot of them have CBDs. They have the Delta gummies too. So the Delta gummies have the fake THC. So the THC is the psychoactive part of the plant. So everything comes from the plant, right? There's the weed plant. And so if you grow it and then you take the buds and you dry those and then you apply heat to the psychoactive ingredients, that's what makes you high. That's what gives you the buzz. If you don't apply heat, you can eat the plant or ingest it somehow, and it will give you the benefits of the plant, like the calming effects, the joint health. It can help with all kinds, like go Google what we do know. We need to know more. That's the problem, is that we don't know anything about it. But what we do know, there is good stuff. And then I talked about something like the pain, if you suffer from constant pain, stiffness, soreness, headaches, all that stuff is good for that. Now, again, anything can be good or bad, everything in moderation, like alcohol can be a mood, like you can come home and have a drink at the end of the day and it not be such a bad thing. But if you have 5 drinks every day, that might be a bad thing. So, do what feels good for your body, but look into some things that can help, whether it's natural essential oils, natural plants in the ground, grounding yourself to earth, putting plants in your life. Just try to connect to everything around you that's good. You don't need to connect to bad things. You don't need to give things your energy. Hold on to your energy. Take care of you. Like, imagine there's like a circle around you and it's your protection. It's your field, right? So like, what's the color inside that circle? Mine is like white and light, purple, yellows, like pretty colors. I want to be happy and light, pinks and reds, rainbow, whatever you want to do. But like, what does your bubble say about you? What does your energy say? Are you giving your energy away? Are you not stretching and drinking water and taking care of yourself? Like, what are you doing for you? So do something for you. Like I said, I want to do an actual yoga video, and I will not talk. I think what I'll do is when I finally get my camera up and running, I promise it's going to happen. When I finally get it up and running, I'm just going to do a full yoga, like probably in here, and I'll set it up so it's a better, I'll stand up and everything, do the whole routine. Probably like 20 minutes, because that's probably about as long as I can make it. And then as I can make it longer, I'll make it longer. We will work together here, people. But I think I'll do like a full camera setup. And do like a whole video, and then I'll do like a voiceover with some music, and I really want to get into the production of it too, because I love imagery and cinematography, and the way you can completely you could change a place, transform a space, like a little corner, into something magical, that you would never know is somebody's closet or something, like this is not my closet, but you know what I'm saying. So anyways, I better go before this CBD kicks my ass. But okay, I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you continue to have a great day. I hope you do connect to yourself. I hope you find ways to relax and meditate, stretch, and do what feels good for you. And maybe take a couple minutes tonight and just, even if you just go through each emotion once, or just a couple of them, or if there was like, oh, that one looked really good, that's what I need for my part of my body that's hurting. Do it. Try it. I want to motivate you and inspire you. So, okay, guys, I hope you enjoy. I hope you have enjoyed. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And you are wonderful, beautiful people. And I will talk to you very soon. Bye-bye.